Welcome along for more art time, 4th grade. Now, over the last few weeks, we've been working on a similar set of skills for you to develop and grow, and the drawings that you've made have been excellent. They've been superb. They've been magnificent. This week, we're going to be working on some different kind of skill areas. Here's the picture that we're going to do. Okay, so first thing I want to say is that this is a monochrome picture, so it only uses one color. I've chosen a brown color, but you could choose any color you want. It could be purple. I would recommend choosing a darker color though, rather than a lighter color. Okay, next thing to say is that we are using a trick called perspective, and when everything in the picture sort of appears like it's vanishing into the distance, all right? Like we've got the horizon, we've got this vanishing point where everything disappears to. This trick in a picture is called perspective. Okay, next thing to say is that there's no pencil first with this drawing. That's the challenge. That's the main challenge for this week, is can you sketch out and draw a picture like this without using the regular pencil first to draw in the shapes of things. So yes, no pencil first and no eraser either. Also no rulers. All of these lines should be done without a ruler. That's the challenge, okay? I know that sounds like it might be hard, but we're not scared of challenges, are we? We're also going to be taking skills that you've shown me that you're really good at now, which is changing the tone by pressing hard or soft. So you can see there's all different tones in this picture. There's some very dark tones for the trees and very light tones for the way the shading on the ground here. So it's spaces of white coming through there are really important. Alright, so let's get started with this picture and hope you like the challenge. So, yes, here we go. The first thing we're going to draw is the poles for the electricity wires, or maybe the telephone or internet wires, whatever they are. We all know what they look like. We see them everywhere. So the first one is going to be the longest, the tallest one, and we want it to be kind of about a quarter of the page in. So if we divide the page into quarters just by looking at it, I can kind of do it with my fingers. 1, 2, 3, 4. But maybe your hands are smaller, it won't work. But you can do it with your eyes too. You can just kind of look and judge. I think that's about a quarter. Alright, so the first line is going to be about there, and it should be as straight as you can make it. Doesn't matter if you go up and down a bit. If it's quite a thick line, that's good, in fact. Don't use a ruler. That's part of the challenge this week. Alright, then we put a little T-shape on top. And 4 little prongs like that. Looks like a garden rake. The next one should be a little bit smaller, but the top of it should be the same height. Sorry, I should say a little bit not smaller but shorter. Well, and smaller too, actually. It should be smaller and shorter. Smaller in the sense that the lines should be thinner. So we're going to start kind of about here. Come up to the same height. Okay, so now we're going to add a horizon line. The horizon line should come to where the bottom of the poles are. So try and do this. Remember, the challenge is no ruler. See how I use it faintly? That's going backwards and forwards, just like that. We're going to shade this in, so it's okay just to get it like that. And we'll add some shapes of mountains here. Alright, now trees is next. Okay, now some final details, little tufts of grass and some shadows, okay? And I finished with the shadows of the trees and some textural lines, just some of these kind of, well, almost random lines that add some extra interest, some extra texture. We could do something to the road in that way too, just to make it look texturally different. Who remembers what this is called? Anyone? Anyone? This technique of mark making is called stippling. And there's the finished picture. Have fun, enjoy the challenge. I look forward to seeing what you do.